Morning. I'm Andrew and I don't want to work anymore. We're trading the Nasdaq. It is Friday, August 22nd. And already liking the price action, just like yesterday. But you know, yesterday morning wasn't the greatest trading day for myself personally. But hey, what are you gonna do? The afternoon, I killed it though. Tell you that for free. Got a lot of nice trades. So, well, three's a lot, I would say. In the one loss first thing in the morning, and then three thereafter, or 3 wins thereafter. So bullish is what I'm seeing in the chart today. So let's see if we can get something like that happening. Let's get some levels going on. I'm kind of looking at this breaker here, which is also falling into like a 62% retracement. We'll be right back down into here. True day open is also a possibility. So do we have a power 3 happening in here? Kind of got accumulation right here, so we could go for a manipulation up and then down, or we just go down and then we'll take a long. So we'll see what happens. We're open to both scenarios here. In my personal account, yeah, look at that, just cruising. But we'll be ready on this chart. Dun, dun. Yeah, this one 15-second. I'm gonna change that. Yeah, we got a 1 hour gap. What's our regular trading hour gap? Yesterday's close. Yeah. $22.21. I think that's right. No, can't be right. Better hurry up, running out of time. 23,221. 23,221. Something like that. New day opening gap low. Okay. And what else we got going on? So looking for longs. Looking for a drop down into the new day opening gap, even further into this breaker would be even better. There's also this 15-minute. Is it a 15? There's a 15, there's a 1 hour. They're all there. Yeah, it's a big 1 hour gap. It's a smaller 15-minute gap. This one's 15. Yeah. So this breaker would be perfect. Just even touching the top of that will be good for a long for us. Try to be more patient today, not like yesterday. We're getting a nice accumulation here, so if we get a manipulation up, we can trade down. How many points is that going to be though? How's that work? Getting shift down 58 points. That's not bad. Ranky B, how you doing, bro? what is going on today? Dude, you should have seen all the PO3 trades yesterday I made. Market's gonna open right now though, so on my demo account I made $900 yesterday in 3 trades. So after my terrible performance in the morning, I made up for it in the afternoon. And there's our opening bell, so let's go. If we get a break above, that'd be cool, and then down and then back up. But we are in the middle of the range right now. I'm not falling. I made a huge mistake yesterday. When we made that first presented fair value gap, it was the 930 candle. There we go. We're going all the way down into the new day opening gap. I might actually take a long in here if we can get a... Okay, the new day opening gap is filled. This is my level for a long. We're right in that breaker. Damn. I really wanted to push the button there. I should have done it maybe on my demo account. On the first candle, we'll wait. It's a little aggressive. Let's see if it keeps going. It could get all the way down in here. Let's look yesterday, these PO3 trades real quick. Lunchtime, this accumulation right here had me salivating, bro. I was like, yes, give me all of that. And as it accumulated, I anticipated this drop down into this inverted fair value gap over here. So I already had this level marked out. This draw box was like something like this is the zone that I was looking at. And I'm like, if we drop in there, I'm taking a long. And sure enough, so we got through that. We had this accumulation down, this fair value gap dropped down into it. I took a long, got out here. What's going on? Complete rebalance. I should have trusted my instinct. I was thinking about this. Anyway, and then back. So I got that long from here to there. I also did get this one. You guys were watching when I did that one. And then this one again, this accumulation here, we ran up into this fair value gap inversion, and I took a, it was probably about 50 points in here. Oh, that's right. It was down to here. 44. Whatever. That was a second stab at a chance to get in. 15-second chart. Double inversion. That's okay, we wait. We still don't have the first presented fair value gap on the 1 minute. I think that should be like a criteria before getting in any trade. That's exactly what I wanted to see, was come into this breaker and then come up for London highs from yesterday, these relatively equal highs. Look at these relatively equal lows we're making here. That's bad news. Too clean. We'll be coming to take these guys out. We're not done yet. Could just be bearish. Almost touched this breaker. Got pretty close. It's our 15-minute sand. Oh, this is a 5. Yeah, it even got into this FEG. That was a good long. What's the RR on this? 34-point stop. It's just getting worse and worse. See what the stocks are doing. Oh, they're ripping. Alibaba's up 2.67%. VFC Corp is down. Stanley Black & Decker is up. Intel another 2% up. Everybody else, Cooper Standard down. That's okay. It was up 16% yesterday. No complaints there. 47 to 49, 2-point FEG, not good enough for me. Comstock down. I'm getting smoked on Comstock. I need to put some money to work there. Everybody else, any big movers? GXO, QXO, Palantir down some more. Going on this weekend? If we come down to this FEG, and get another long model, I think I'm in on that. Can also wait for the macro. I think by then we'll have a clear indication on the direction, and then catch the retracement. This thing just might be gone. Yeah. I wish there was a better setup down here. I was looking at this like when I got up and went to the gym, it was this time. And I was like, we just need to get down into here. I knew right away where we had to go and we went there, but there was just no setup here. It just dropped in and there was really no low that you could have, you know, unless you looked on the 15-second here, you know, what do you want? You got two fair value gaps here though. Like these are really tough to trade. What are you gonna do? Like, you invert the first one. By the time you invert the second one, you're so far gone and the risk is too high. So let's see what that could have looked like. That was a long, I don't know, the 15-second get burned so many times. So close right there. Let's see, just entered in right in the middle. Oh man, that was a 24-point stop though. And then if you just even targeted that, that was 50 points. But we're going to relatively equal highs. Which is, what was that? 137 points. I just gotta wait for a retracement here. Like, we're gonna get one right now on the 15-minute chart. So a new 15-minute candle is gonna print. We might even get, there's the 5-minute. Oh, those are both 5-minute. Where's the 15-minute? 5-minute chart. $5.15. Oh, that trade would have passed my challenge. Bro, we still got time. This is gonna come back down. Don't worry. It's gonna come back down. 644. Right, tops out on your 15-minute candle up here. Right, so we're gonna make a wick on the 15-minute, and then the new candle is gonna open up and it's gonna come down a little bit more. So like we still might have an entry right here on this order block. So not all is lost, and the bias is there. We're looking for, it should respect this order block and come into this fair value gap. 15-minute candle, 5 seconds left. There's the 5-minute. No bueno. That was probably the that was probably the drop. That was our opportunity to get in. But it can still come in. Just gotta wait for a good protraction model. It was something like this, but on the 1 minute. But this didn't even give you a gap to invert. It didn't even drop into a fair value gap, so this is no good. We gotta wait for a proper 1 minute protraction model. And we'll continue going long. Waiting for tomorrow's high to be swept. There we go. There we go. I knew that 15-minute candle had to come down. Okay. We got time, bro. We got time. Look at this. This is gonna play out perfectly. We're gonna get a drop into this fair value gap. We're gonna create one up here, and then we're gonna be able to inverse it, or we have to be careful that it doesn't continue going lower. So this order block, I believe, has to support price. I'm waiting for Saturday's high tomorrow to be swept. Oh my god. I'm waiting for tomorrow's. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Oh, that's funny. We want to see this stay closed though. I might not do this on my funded account, but I'm going to do it on this account. Just going to keep an eye on this real close. If we get a close above here, I want to test this out. Minute. I'm just wondering if this 15 minutes going to be a breakaway gap. I think it's going to hold. It's early, obviously, but how late do you trade, Frankie? There's the macro. Beautiful. We can get a little drop. So this is actually first presented fair value gap right here, which we already tapped into. First presented to Fiji. Which chart am I on? This is paper trading. I'm gonna take a long here. I'm curious to see how this plays out when it get a closure above an order block like this. If I get the closure. Did not close above. Oh, this is gonna start to consolidate in here. Or not. The draw is clearly the relatively equalized. Relatively equal highs, 368. Just try to get a good price. 329, 40 points. So it's just gotta get lower, and then we can. Yeah, I'm waiting for Saturday tide. So that's how I get my wife in the mood. I tell her I want to go long in that fair value gap. Message retracted, not relationship advice. Yeah, that's a. Those are my favorite fair value gaps. Is it ticks on Monday yet? Jeez. Been a long week. Weekend plans, hitting the coast. Yeah, we're trying to figure that out for tomorrow. I want to do some fishing. The salmon are running. It's gonna be a pretty nice day tomorrow. So yeah, we're getting on the boat for sure. We're just thinking about switching it up and going to a lake, except that the lake is like an hour and a half drive, and still I gotta go get the boat, which is, you know, half an hour out of my way. And then yeah, but we'll get on the boat for sure. You, man, what are you gonna do? I think I'm gonna take a trade on my funded here, or not. I'm not funded, sorry. You know what I'm trying to say. My prop firm account. We are consolidating in here. 6.5 minutes left on the 15-minute. We're trying to sort out a last minute getaway, so this weekend we'll be sorting that out. Later today I've got to drain the oil from the car and put a new. Yeah, I gotta do that too. Might get a new car. I don't know. What kind of car do you think you're getting? What car do you think you gotta get rid of now? How about that? And I think we got this really big 15-minute fair value gap that we're going to drop into. And I also like the top here, which is the breaker. I wouldn't be surprised if we came back all the way down in here, right here during the macro. I would like this candle to close positive though. If it closes bearish, I don't know what to make of that. The draw is still those relatively equal highs though. We have a RAV4, like a 2021, I think. And so yeah, actually, I used to be an automotive mechanic. So that's actually my trade, is a journeyman automotive mechanic. And yeah, I've worked on a lot of stuff. I've worked on enough. This low is gonna hold until 7. Do we have news? Powell speaks at 10. Bro, that's why the market's not moving. Let's just chill out. We're gonna get some fireworks at 10. Yeah, Jackson Hole, bro. Let's chill out. There's gonna be some moves to be made, and they might be pretty wild. We might even get down below true day open and then back up again, or maybe we'll shoot up and then come down. Yeah, let's take it easy here. Let's get it. Now I'm all excited. We didn't miss anything, bro. I think if anything, we were ready to get smoked right now at 10. This don't get me wrong, this still would have been a great long if I just like acted on that. All in for your combine. Yeah, all in for my combine. Rock and roll, showtime. Where is my combine? I'm on my combine. Let's go. Let's get after it. So what are we looking for? Oh boy, look at this 15-minute fair value gap just shrinking. We might get all the way down and close it. Damn. Jeez. $15-minute fair value gap gone, bro. Damn, I gotta zoom out now. What's happening here? This thing is falling straight out of bed. On the 1 hour. Yeah, dude, this is bearish now. This is straight up bearish. Bad news is coming out in 2 minutes. Okay. I'm calling for bad news. I'm calling for a new low. But we'll see. I don't like the way this rolled over. Everything's out the window now. Double purge. Took sell side, took buy side. Might get a spike up into this FEG and then just... we could still rock it up and take these equal highs and then sell off. Fuck, bro, who knows? If he's speaking at 10, that means it's going to be up in the air until he stops talking. No, dude, watch. 50 seconds, this candle's just gonna explode. They're not gonna... They already know what he's gonna say. They already know. Ready? 28 seconds. It's gonna come up like halfway here and then drop down. They're gonna say we're not cutting interest rates anymore. 9 seconds. Or we're gonna cut interest rates and it's gonna explode up. Okay, there's those relatively equal highs. Some more relatively equal highs here. Man. 15-second chart. It's going for Saturday's highs. Maybe even Sundays. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, what else we got? Those highs are gone. Those guys are gone. This daily FVG is starting to get inverted. 4-hour imbalance gone right through that. This big FVG. Let's measure that out. Still, there's no setup here. Like, what are you going to do with this big candle? Unless you caught the upward movement in it, I don't know what to do with this candle anymore. Other than assume it's going to rebalance for the rest of the day downward. Right? How big is this thing? It's not even done. 218 points, bro. Like, all you can do is short this once it stops. I had a level here. Let's put it on the 1 hour. I marked this out earlier with the fib. So fib retracement. So from top to bottom. Oh, I'm gonna go the other way. Bottom. Yeah, so we can start looking for a short basically in 50% of this FVG, even at the 61 there. That'll be, let's see here. No, I'm doing that wrong. Hold on, man. Measuring from here to there. So this leg all the way down, the retracement is a little bit higher in that FVG. Still 50%, we're approaching that. I don't know, dude. It's super hard. You know? Wonder what he said. Hard to know what to do when it's like this. That's right. All you can look for, I think, is like your Fibonacci levels. That's what I'm doing, right? this run down. How far are we going to retrace up before we can come down again? So I'm kind of expecting mid gap. It even looks like it's rolling over here already. It could still have another little push up higher, but after that I am only taking a short because this will have to get rebalanced. But it's also Jackson Hole, like this is gambling now. So you just gotta wait till we're but yeah, I kind of had a feeling about this, right? Our New York Open is here. All we did was manipulate through London below it sharply and like a lot, and then we came up, and then we're gonna drop down in that breaker and then explode. So all you can do is wait for it to stop moving up. It'll probably accumulate here and then kind of roll over for the rest of the day. Let's go find another example. So on a 1 hour 15 minute let's see, last time you had like an insane drop. There we go. Look at this drop on the 1 minute. Drops down and then it just like creeps up. Where else do we have significant news? Here we go. Here's another day. I just exploded up and then it just like comes down and rebalances the whole price range. So you just got to find out where the high is going to be. And maybe even a retracement like this back up into it. So there's nothing to trade now, literally. Like for sure, when you get a move like that, like this one was this, look at this, and then like you throw a fib on that. You just gotta wait till it stops, and then you can like target half the range. You don't even get that. Almost get 50% here. But that wasn't exactly like a news candle. This one ripped up, kept going. Am I out? This is as far back as I can test. Well, that sucks. Accumulation, manipulation. Just gotta wait. There's nothing you can do. Of course he is. We knew that was coming. That's why everyone's getting fired there. And wasn't Trump even like threatening to sue him for ruining the economy? So there's also like all this dissent. 50%. Let me adjust this. Well, there's the end of my trading day. the end while I'm on the computer anyway. Did I show you the trades I got yet? So what could basically it's going to hang, so that's why it's pumping. Basically said he's going to hang him by the balls. Yeah, so what could he do really? Yeah, but you know what, they purposely do this. It's not like, how do I put this? They purposely hold off on changing interest rates so the stock market can do stupid shit like this, which they also manipulate as well. But like, that's just another way of manipulating it, is just by not changing the interest rates when they should be. And so that's how you get these opportunities in here. All right, this is going to keep going. It's going to respect this and going to make another leg higher. How many points is this? For a long... $5 points? 50-point stop. That's a 5-point stop. 13-point stop. Anyway, I'm not messing around with this. I think the best thing to do is just watch it. But that was the move, recognizing this accumulation, this manipulation down, when it and then like when it recovered so quickly, knowing you got to come back down to the breaker, and the breaker is your last set up close candles that set up the drop lower. So that's those guys there. Did we get it? Just missed it, but still should have trusted it. You know, if you want to include this guy up here, then for sure you're in the window. And even just a little bit out. Let's look at that breaker a little bit closer. Oh yeah, the last set of up close candles. Include all of them right down to this bottom one. Like that. And like that. That's your breaker. Look at that. It's fucking perfect. Isn't that wild? That breaker is perfect. And on the 15-second, what does it look like? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Damn. ICT, man. Perfection. This, what I executed, is not. So there's 50%. this daily FEG. Is it the daily? Let's find out. Yeah, 50% of the daily. Now creeping up to that 62% retracement, which is perfect for a reversal. I doubt it's going to close this fair value gap. So there's two sides of that sword for the interest rates coming down. Yes, it's good for stocks, but it also means that if they're lowering interest rates, the economy's actually not in that great of condition. And so that'll be the rollover. Everyone's excited about the news. We're getting lower interest rates, but then that means it's bad for the economy. The economy is actually not doing so hot, and that's where it'll turn over. That'll be the story next week. So I'll look for a reversal in here. 716, new 15-minute candle. Let's see. This will rebalance. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing rebalanced today. Here's our ICT 2022 model starting to play out. If we inverse both these, come back up, take a short. What the hell was that? Oh shit. Trump, I will fire Fed Cook if she doesn't resign. Well, that's too bad. Big earthquake. We're always on tsunami watch here. We live on an island. And 7.5 earthquake occurred near the Drake Passage, south of South America. Oh, we've ruled out any tsunami threat. Man, talk about being a little bit hypersensitive. About rate cuts, or sorry, about earthquakes. That's us here on the island. What do we got going on here? Oh, I just moved my thing. Son of a bitch. Is that right? That might be right. I'm taking a short here on my personal account. What's going on here? There's no liquidity. It's not working. Ideally, you want to take this low out first and then come back up. Stop, stop. The orders may be late. Too volatile. It's on my paper account, Heisenberg. It's no big deal. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. There's 3 positions. No big deal, Heisenberg. So we'll just let this rip now. Yeah, you're right. So I clicked it 3 times. Don't worry about it, man. It's all good. We're just hanging out. This ain't serious. But yeah, I'm killing it on my personal account, guys. I'm pretty happy about it. So TP 200 300 bucks on this. Look at this go. 356. Uh-oh. What was that? Look at all these delayed orders coming in. $277, $233. It's nice to stick around here. What, here, just in our chat, just hanging out? For sure, man. Say hello. Don't be shy. I'm just a guy trading, man. I'm not trying to say I'm better than anything or anyone else, or anyone's got bad trade ideas. Everyone's got great trade ideas, and you never know what's going to happen and how much stuff you're going to miss, right? Like Debt Wolf has pretty good trade ideas sometimes. He's like, I'm looking for longs here, and it's like, well, you just ask, why do you think that's going to happen, and just go for it. Right? I'm not here to act like I'm better than anybody else. I'm gonna close this trade. 500 bucks. I'm happy with that. That's all I need. And like, what was that? 4 candles. 1, 2, 3, 4. It won't let me close the trade. It's trying. 600 bucks. Give me some liquidity down there. I don't care. Yeah, imagine, there we go. Bought 3 at 509. Let's see the history. 494. Good enough. Do I want to do it again? Maybe. Should I do it on my other funded account on a retracement here? Maybe. Am I feeling a little lucky? Maybe. No, I'm not going to mess around. This would be a good spot though, right here. There's also a breaker. This is basically a breaker right here. This last down close candle. You also have an FVG in here. How big is the risk though? 87 points. It's too rich. It's too crazy for me. I'm pretty far down, drawn down on my fund, or my combine, that I should be a little bit more selective of my trades. This could easily consolidate up here for a long time now throughout the day, and if that's the case, who knows what could happen. but you know, ideally getting up here would be even nicer. You know, what's the risk up there? Taking a short. 42 points, that's better. It's definitely better. Look at it go. It's gonna give it to me too. A little bit higher though. I want it just a little bit higher. Come on, just a little bit more. Get up there. Come on. I think we're gonna get it. Just right here. I should have ended the stream like 16 minutes ago. There's also that inversion right here. That's what I want, actually. It's got to come up in here. And I'm cool with that. If I miss the move, it doesn't get up in there and it sells all the way off. That's fine. And looks like it might. Anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for coming around and saying hello. Heisenberg, have a great time in the Philippines. I want to go there so bad. It looks beautiful, man. I'm so jealous. And Frankie B, I don't know where you are in Europe because you won't tell me. And that's fine. That's totally your prerogative. I respect your privacy. But you have a great weekend too. Cheers, guys.